Welcome to Cigar Basics. My name is Sergio Rosario, better known as Conga Dad, and I am the host of Cigars podcast. In this brand new journey, we want to grow, to educate, and continue to develop this beautiful community of tobacco lovers, aficionados, enthusiasts, and connoisseurs. Our goal is to open spaces for beautiful conversations about tobacco, to get to know each other and what passion drives us as human beings. A premium handmade cigar is much more than a few leaves of tobacco rolled up in a cylindrical shape. Different tobaccos are combined in precise ratios to make up the parts of a cigar. Today, we're going to talk about cigar anatomy and show you what it's made of. There are three main parts to a premium cigar: the filler, the binder, and the wrapper. The combination of each of these parts, it's called the blend, la mezcla. The blend is like a recipe. The cigar makers or blenders who create the cigars we smoke experiment with different tobaccos to perfect the recipe for every cigar they make. Most blends are made in multiple shapes and sizes. A cigar's blend is adjusted for each size, so the ratio between binder, filler, and wrapper tobaccos is completely followed. Now, let's look at the components of a cigar. The wrapper. The wrapper is the exterior component of a cigar you see, and is responsible for making the cigar look appealing to sight and touch. Let's not leave behind taste as well. Besides a cigar band, its shape, the wrapper is the first thing you see when you look at a cigar. Because of this, cigar makers are very particular about the wrapper selection. The outer leaf must be pristine, smooth, and enticing in appearance as well as taste. Tobacco leaves with heavy veins, inconsistent color, or any cosmetic blemishes are often rejected as wrappers. Wrappers differ according to color, thickness, and texture, and can determine up to 60% or more of the flavor you perceive in a cigar. The wrapper receives the greatest amount of attention in the growing, fermentation, and construction of a premium handmade cigar. The greatest numbers of hands handle a cigar's wrapper leaf in its journey from the field to your humidor. Specialized workers at a cigar factory color sort the cigar after it is rolled to ensure every cigar in a box displays a consistent shade of brown. The two broadest categories for classifying wrappers are natural, which is lighter in color, and maduro, which is the one darker in color. Although maduro has more to do with how a wrapper leaf is processed and fermented than simply its color. Besides labeling cigars as natural or maduro, wrappers are identified by their country of origin. This is where the tobacco is grown. And their seed varietal is the country or region where the seed is originated. For example, an Ecuador Connecticut wrapper refers to a Connecticut seed wrapper that is grown in Ecuador. Now, let's take a look at the most popular wrappers. Cameroon. These wrappers are grown in the African nations of Cameroon and the Central African Republic. Connecticut Broadleaf. This wrapper is harvested in the Connecticut River Valley, and the plants are stalk cut, and the leaves are nearly always processed as Maduro wrappers. Now we also have the Connecticut shade wrappers. These are grown under a nylon mesh to block out the direct sunlight, and it gives the leaves a golden blonde color and a smooth and creamy flavor. We also have the Corojo, which is a Cuban seed wrapper, and this is grown in different regions or countries. We also have the Ecuador Connecticut, Ecuador Habano, Ecuador Sumatra. We also have the Nicaraguan wrappers, which make a cigar, most people say, medium to full body. These wrappers are very, very mineral tasting. And we also have wrappers from Mexico. San Andres wrapper these wrappers are grown in the San Andres Valley in the Mexican state of Veracruz. This region is known for its rich volcanic soils and for producing tobacco crops of superior quality. We also have Brazilian wrappers, which we see more often, Arapiraca, and we have other varieties of Brazilian wrappers. The binder. The binder is usually a stronger leaf, and its primary function is keeping in place the tobacco filler. The wrapper is the second leaf that you will find underneath the wrapper. As the wrapper is both fragile and delicate, it is not sturdy enough to carry the contents of the cigar alone. And thanks to the hand rolling technique, this special part of the cigar remains in place, and usually there is no glue once you're putting together the filler and then the binder. This portion of the cigar often plays a role in guiding the burn. Remember this word, combustion, combustion, right? The cigars usually burn evenly and slowly, leaving an ash that resembles, this kind of like salty and peppery color. Some of them are white, some of them are dark, some of them are creamy. The filler. The filler of the cigar is the tobacco you smoke and accounts for the majority of a cigar's tobacco. Based on the type of cigar, it can be made from a single batch of tobacco, giving the cigar a uniform taste, or it can be well-blended selections of different tobacco primings. There are a multitude of batches used and expertly blended in order to make a certain aroma or flavor, which is why the blending recipes of so many master blenders are well-kept secrets to preserve the identity and the prestige of the cigars. One thing I will tell you is that the binder plays a crucial role in the construction of a cigar. Thank you for being with us in this first episode of Cigars 101. My name is Sergio Rosario, better known as Congadat, and I am the host of Cigars Podcast. I would like to thank you for the opportunity that you've given yourself to learn more about cigars. Our goal is to be and to grow a community of enthusiasts and aficionados that strive for a better education in the tobacco community. So if we grow as a community, the industry grows. Thank you for being here once again. You can listen to this episode on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and now on YouTube. Thank you again, and this was Cigars 101 by Congadat Sergio Rosario. Hasta la próxima.